Okay, science, cycle 1, week 1. We're going to start out with the experiment Baby Bean. You can find that it's number 45 in your Van Cleves or page 26. So go ahead and pull that open and we will just go over the experiment. I do have each of the experiments laminated and they will be with the science kit that will be passed to each of the classrooms. So be looking for that. Especially for Baby Bean with all of the different names, it will be important to have this experiment at your fingertips during the class. So please do read page 117 in your guide. It's talking a lot about why we're focused on the hands-on science rather than, I feel like in the past we've focused a little bit more on the scientific method. Yes, you can talk about the scientific method. You're welcome to sing a scientific method song, but that is not the main focus. Our main focus is getting these kids hands-on with the different experiments, naming, attending, just being a part of that experiment. They have space now in their guide or in their science journal to make pictures and label if they want to, show what they learned, and just really gives it time to hit home for these foundations age kids. So for Baby Bean, we are just dissecting beans. We're going to have a dry bean and a soaked bean. The dry bean, you're going to want the kids to look at, identify the different parts of the bean. You have your micropyle up at the top, the hilum down in the middle, and then of course the seed coat. If you have time, if you feel like you have time, have each kid draw a picture of their bean. And if they can, label their bean. If they're having trouble, have mom step in and label parts of that bean. We just really want the kids to feel like they are a part of this experiment. For the soaked bean, you can easily break open the soaked bean with your thumbnail. If the kids are having a hard time, have mom step in, but really we want the kids to be hands-on with this experiment. So open up the bean very gently, and then my seed coat did come off a little bit, but let me bring this seed bean really close. You can see all the different parts of that bean. So we've got the whole radicle up here. This whole area is the radicle, and then we've got the hypocotyl, and then the epicotyl is where it kind of looks more like a leaf at the end. So make sure your kids are able to label and identify those pieces. And then we've got the cotyledon, or cotyledon, let's say it. Cotyledon is that main meaty part. So have them identify those. You can spell it out for the kids if they're having a hard time with spelling. But I feel like it's important for them to have a place to color or draw a picture of these. In the Baby Bean experiment, it has the results. What appears to be the baby plant is found inside the bean. If you're not able to find the baby plant, or if it was broken in the process of opening the bean, try again with another bean. I will provide some extra beans so that you can do that if it happens. And then it just takes time, has you take time to talk about what each part of the bean is. So I really feel like we can have this hit home by taking the time to very carefully identify each of the parts. If you have any questions, always do let me know. But I think this is going to be a really fun first experiment for cycle 1.